Whatnot here. Hello and welcome to Let's Play Dominions 4 Part 11. When we last left off I made a couple of mistakes. For one, this random event means that someone actually cast a spell on us, or it's a random chance, but anyway there's a giant dire boar roaming through this province. We need to go and patrol there if we want to get rid of this thing. So basically we'll accumulate some troops from our closest castles and then we'll go and deal with this bullshit. Well, this province's population makes it a good blood hunting site, so we may do two in one. We'll send there a couple of our blood hunters, we'll send there a patrol squad, we'll get the boar, and then we'll start catching us some blood slaves. Second thing I got wrong is I decided to not search for death sites on random. Instead I'll send this guy up to this province and then start searching for specific provinces where the death magic sites probability is higher. That will be swamps, wastelands, and then forests and mountains. Alright, everything else is pretty much the way I want it to be. I already covered all of those. We're going to try and kick some monkey ass. So after I check if everything else is in order, I'll roll over a next turn and we'll see what comes of it. Okay, we'll be back in a second. Okay, here we are. New transformation, this time into moose. Alright, I don't have anything against mooses. Why not? And then bunch of haruspics, no magic sites found. Bollocks. Then there was an deathmatch, arena deathmatch, and this Helheim champion won again. Now he has probably 3 arena items. That would be Gladius and an armor and whatever else he got for his last win. He continues to accumulate experience. By this point he's freaking scary. I hope he dies from disease or straight arrow or something. I don't want to deal with him. Not now, not later, not ever. Then there was a battle in White Forest. We sent our troops to raid the Kailasan lands, since they haven't had nothing to respond at the previous turn. We won without even breaking a sweat. Nothing to see here. We'll probably rise province defense here and then move up north, so they will take some time to recapture what I just taken. Okay, what about random events? Minus taxes, minus income, barbarian scouts, going to attack at White Forest, not my problem. I'm leaving this province anyway, so it will be for monkeys to deal with. Pangaea province resources minus population. That's good, that allows us to recruit more centaurs. We are mostly constrained by resources. And as far as population decrease, we are sitting on growth 3 dominion, so it will be pretty much back where it was in a moment. And the last one, plus 5 nature gems. Not spectacular, but still useful. Lots of patrolling going around. Lots of blood slaves. Everything is going nice. Okay, I'll set everything up off camera and show you what I've come up with. Alright, I decided it's time to push further into Kailasan lands. They don't seem to have that much troops left. They'll probably retake this province, but whatever. They will be wasting time while I'll gobble up everything that lies here. Also, I started to search my provinces for water magic, death magic. Soon there'll also be astral, air and earth. That gives me like a broad range of sites I'll probably uncover. I'm going to set up my third blood hunting site right here. Also, I'm going to get that boar that's decided to rampage through my province. Mercenary wise, nothing out of ordinary. Even that white wizard had got himself killed somewhere, so I don't need to recruit him and then feeble mind him, so nobody else can use it. Alright, everything's going pretty much as expected. I'm also going to equip at least a couple of my dryads with a seducer slash assassin setup and try them in action. So far it's just our Hierophants with bows, troops and some pancasters with nature magic. That's hopefully going to be enough to break the Kailasa's bones before they research anything scary magic wise. Alright, I'll see you next turn. Here you go. 2 levels in evocation in 1 turn. More Haru specs, more dark knowledge. No new sites have been found. 2 more successful transformation, 1 into spider, 1 into crocodile. Remains of our dead prophet's power had left the world. I can assign a new prophet. I am torn between our giant shaman and the chimera. Both are very fancy chassis, but chimera can fly and giant shaman has a lot of HP and has all the humanoid slots. I'll decide on that later. What about battles? They tried to counter-attack. They've beaten our province defense, including freshly recruited Hierophant with a thunderbow. God damn it, they'll probably use that thunderbow on me next time we meet. Then we'll take in a province from the barbarians. We have taken province and another and another. So that's 3 for 1. Alright. That's some strange event. Dominion change to what? To nothing, I guess. Then another black harpy discovered. I'm starting to run low on those. I think I'll need to send a few more into the eastern part of the map. And we continue to patrol. Alright. That's about what I expected. Too bad for the center read, but otherwise pretty much nothing out of the ordinary. They have total of 3 castles. If I block those down, they'll won't be able to recruit anything more to contend me with. Alright, I'll do the setup off screen and get back to you in a moment. Okay, Here's what I've come up with. It's a little risky, but I want to try and completely capture this region to the left of the river. We'll take this province and the next turn try and attack with both those armies into their capital. If we successfully besiege their castle, they'll probably run this force out and try to deblocate their main castle, and we'll deal with them as they attack our besieging force, while those two armies go from the south, gobble up the rest of their lands, and probably besiege this castle that will be left undermanned as a result of their attempt to capture their capital. That's what I'm hoping will happen. We have some more reinforcements, but they'll pretty thin and consist mostly of casters and a couple of new guys with bows. Centaur production really going fairly poor because I don't have that much money, and also Sloth 2 cuts our resources pretty severely, but what can you do about it? I hope our quality troops will be sufficient to do what's required of them. Right, what else? I'm forging a few more items. Probably by the next turn I will be able to equip a couple of dryads. For seduction purposes we will either try this Forton. Maybe we can get a couple of their mages before we conquer them and destroy their civilization completely. Or we can try and do something with Helheim, though the closest castle is manned only by freaking undead mountain kings that are not any good in terms of seducing them. Dead are not interested in our dryads. Right, one more thing I wanted to show off is this guy. That's basically our most common setup for Minotaur lords from this point on. He has a Flesh Eater Axe in right hand that gives him extra berserking. He has a Serpent Crease in his left hand that gives him poison resistance, death poison attack, and armor piercing attack. So he hits like an absolute truck, 2 attacks per turn. He also have a Ring of Warrior that increases his attack, skill, and morale. And he has a Lycanthrope's Amulet that gives him Dark Vision, Strange, Limited Regeneration, and even more Berserking. So even though he has a defense skill of 1, so he'll always be hit, he has a protection of 16 just from the fact that he is that much angry, and he murders everything in front of him. He only participated in 1 battle so far, but I expect great things of him. And I'll probably equip a few more guys this way since it's relatively cheap. It's like 15 nature gems and some blood slaves, which no one cares about ever. Right. So basically that's what I have planned for. If enemy don't try and destroy this army literally next turn, I'm probably sitting pretty. Let's see if it's truly what happens. I'll roll around the next turn and then we'll see what comes of it. Alright, new turn, lots of battles. Transformation, found a death magic site, found an water magic site. Great, that's what I want to see. That magic site is a Garden of Bones. 1 gem per turn, but still valuable. Water magic site is a Lake of Living Water, plus 1 water magic site, also nice. Right, what do we have combat wise? We defeated another Kailasan attack, completely slaughtered to a man. We lost 1 man-aid, 1 centaur warrior, negligible. Next attack they attacked me. I lost my berserking Minotaur Lord, though he probably fought well since he never retreats and was quite a scary attacker. Oops, someone of my troops picked up that Lycanthrope's amulet. That's not a good thing. Now he's berserked. Also, I lost 4 Centaur warriors. They lost almost 90 troops. That's what I like to see. Let's look a little closer about what happened and how is it I lost my Minotaur Lord. That's their usual lineup of sacred aprazas and what have you. Divine beings, plus lots of animals, plus lots of monkeys. We have our troops and we have our Minotaur Lords. He is so pissed he wants to get into the battle immediately. Alright, animals charging forwards, centaurs. Oh, screw you. Where is it? Where is it? Where is this bastard? Show it to me. Unpronounceable name, the Guru. Level 2 Astral Mage, Mind Burn, and pop goes my Minotaur. What a freaking rip-off. Though my Centaur getting berserk and completely ignoring their... Oh! Starting to slaughter their sacreds, their animals, their everything. I hope this bastard reincarnates as a frog or something. Live the successful life. I hope you reincarnate as something lame. Alright, so their attack on my forces was a complete rout. That's what I like to see. Next battle is they're trying to attack in my other province with cheap monkeys. Then some gorillas with sticks and stones and 4 ogres. No dice. Then again, negligible casualties on my part. They were murdered almost completely. Another battle, same thing. I'm getting tired of seeing those reports, but that's a good thing, probably. And a single jailed lizard captured their province. What do you know? I was hoping there will be another force to get there and assist, but that force was delayed by some other Kailasan army. Let's see how our single transformed Pan performed. So he starts the battle by casting a swarm, then another swarm, and Kailasan province defense gets eaten by a bunch of insects. Giant dragonflies, giant beetles. Om nom 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 nom. Then he buffs his insects, buffs himself. Look at this. Scorpions, ants, beetles, large spiders. And they are routing. No one likes to see this kind of thing crawling towards you. Alright. Sectarian movement. We need to root them out. Another thing I don't want to deal with, but I'll probably will have to. Why not? Let's patrol for 1 turn. We'll probably get those heretics. In the meantime, we can assemble our troops in this province and then decide what to do with them next. Alright, patrolling, getting more blood slaves. That's good. I'll going to set up my next turn of screen and show you the result. Alright, I think I have everything set up. Look at this bullshit. One of my mages have been transformed into a monster boar. That's exactly the kind of thing that rampages through this province. Only this one will cause unrest to me, no matter that it belongs to me and it's also an inept researcher. I'll better get this one to the front lines immediately so he starts doing something useful there instead of messing up my capital. Thankfully he's very fast and has forest survival, so there'll be no problem getting him around these parts in a couple of turns. Also, I wanted to show you this one lady. She was the Hierophantine that was fighting using this arbalest, but since she picked up the Lycanthrope's amulet, she's going to be berserked now, permanently berserked, and will attack everything that moves in melee, so I decided to take an arbalest and the armor from her and give it to someone who's not yet completely gone insane. But she managed to get 8 frags in 2 combat turns from this thing, and she also had a heroic ability. Too bad she's now completely bananas and I don't have anything to heal her from it because Lycanthrope's amulet is cursed and can't be transferred. I probably going to send her somewhere else because otherwise she'll going to die soon and give her amulet to some of my more useful mages. For example, if this one picks up this amulet, I'll be extremely pissed off. That's about all I can do for this turn. I'm patrolling here, I'm assembling troops here, I'm attacking their capital. Pretty much as planned. They may take this province, but I don't care because they then will run their troops into my sieging force. That's alright, that's exactly what I want them to do, and I will pincer them with those forces that will be assembled there next turn. This army will go and take those provinces. This castle will have to wait, I guess. There's not much there anyway. Probably province defense will hold them at bay for some time. So that's all I can do for this turn. I will see you on the next one. Alright, that's the next turn. What do we have here? Transformations, unsuccessful site searching spells, 1 new death site, Labyrinth of Skulls, unremarkable but useful, blood hunting, battle at White Forest, they completely failed to retake their province. Battle at Kailasa, we taken their capital without any sort of organized resistance. We probably just steamrolled over the province defense. And then they taken one of our undefended provinces. Whatever, that was expected. Yes, that's exactly what I thought they would do. Nothing all that important. I'm moving swiftly on. Helheim fighting barbarians. They have some nasty troops to their name. Svartalfs, Helkarls, Valkyries. I don't want to meet those in battle. Let's see how they dealt with barbarians. That's a reasonable sized barbarian army, but they lost without any kind of significant casualties to Helheim. Look at this, they are getting completely trashed and can't even hit their enemies in return. This freaking cavalry. They are not even sacred and still quite nasty to deal with. Imagine this plus sacred plus a good bless. That was Vanheim famous for. Thankfully we don't need to deal with his bullshit at least. I'll need something better than my centaurs to stand up to this. Minus population, plus province income, worldwide drain, that will cut my magic research. That's the reason I didn't get the research I was aiming for this turn. Another... oh, that's the heretics I was hunting for in my province. One false prophet and 17 heretics. Sectarian movement dealt with. Alright, they won't be messing around with my stuff. And another barbarian army in the exact same province. White Forest is a magnet for various kinds of bullshit. I suspect there is some kind of site that increased misfortune here, because that's all negative random events. I don't know how they all get here in that ridiculous quantities. Okay, we besieging Kailasa's capital, that's a good thing. And we're running up to 30 minutes in time, so I'll probably do the rest of camera and I'll see you in the next episode. Thanks for watching and goodbye.